Hi everyone, my name is Haley if I haven't met you yet, and I'm just a Midwest girly trying her best. And today, I'm a Midwest girly who is trying her best to get a 5K PR after 10 years. Now, if I look very cherry-faced right now, it's because it is like 100 degrees outside and I just got home from work, so I am quite warm. But yesterday officially started the last week of my 5K training program with a terrible run. It went horribly. Also, it was like 90 degrees outside and I'm pregnant and kind of nauseated most of the time at this point. So, there's that. It was supposed to be a 60-minute run. It ended up being a 45-minute run. I went 4.6 miles about. And then after that, my heart rate was just like kind of out of control for how slow I was going. And so I'm like, I'm just gonna walk the rest of the way. I'm still moving my body. I'm just not running. But you gotta modify things, especially when your body has a more important job than sticking to your training plan exactly. So left this week, I have one easy run, one sort of race pace workouts, but it's like 1-minute repeats. It's just kind of to get the pace in the legs again before the workout. And then I have a full body lift today. That's the plan for this week. And I'm still trying to decide what I want to do with race day, because I think in theory I'm in shape enough to run 21:47 or faster. However, I was not intending on trying that while being 2 months pregnant, and by the time I run the race, I actually, the day I run the race I'll be exactly 8 weeks. So, I wasn't planning on the bloating and the fatigue and the nausea. So, I don't know. I'm still really proud of the effort that I've put in to this training program, and I'm really proud of the shape that I was able to get myself into. I just don't know if it will be worth killing myself on the course just to say that I did it. So we'll see. I have time to figure it out, and maybe that morning I'll feel really good. It'll probably be a game time decision, but I don't know. At this point, I'm just trying to get through the end of the week. The last couple days have been pretty nauseous most of the day. So that is making physical activity really challenging right now. But enjoy the vlog for the rest of this week. Hello, my fine furry friends. It is Wednesday afternoon. I just got off work. I am going to do my little 30-minute shakeout run and some strides this afternoon. I am very tired. I am also incredibly bloated right now. I look far more pregnant than I am because of how bloated I am. But at least it's cool enough outside to wear a shirt, so not as many people will see my bloating, which is a pro. It's just that weird, it's that weird time in early pregnancy where it's like, not a lot of people know, some people know, but not a lot of people know, and I'm not like physically showing enough to be like, oh, she's definitely pregnant, not just really bloated. And so I find myself being self-conscious, even though I know that like the reason for my bloating is my baby. But whatever, that's just my own cross to bear, okay, my hair is not hairing today. Anyway, I'm gonna bring along my little GoPro to try to get some action shots of me hopefully not dying on this run. But it's just supposed to be an easy run today, so it's not that serious. Even if it doesn't go exactly the way I want it to, it's fine.
Update. I'm approximately 0.8 miles in, and I feel like I'm running through Jello right now. So much fun.
The run is done. I think I went about like 3.5 miles. I'll put the screenshot over in this general direction. It was okay. It was kind of slow to get going because I didn't do a warm-up. Shh. So the first mile was actually terrible. I think stopping to play at the playground did help boost morale, if I do say so myself. Life hack: you're never too old to play at a playground, as long as you're not being weird with kids. Don't be creepy. But I'm gonna go outside and do some core on my patio and play with my dog. And that's it for today.
Good morning, everyone. It is Friday, 6 a.m. The Friday before the race. Today we are doing just a little warm-up, followed by 8 by 1 minute, slightly faster than 5K, and then 1 minute like recovery in between. I think I'm gonna start at 5K pace and then get quicker. We'll see what happens. I'm really trying to not have a pity party right now, but I just feel so slow. These paces are so much harder for me than they should be, than they were like a month ago. And I know it's because I'm 2 months pregnant. Like, I'm aware of that, but it's just hard. It just is.
So I've been running for the past 6.5 years consistently as an adult, and I ran for the better part of a decade before that. That running career has included 400s all the way to marathons, you know, holding records and being the last person to finish a race and everything in between. And I've learned a lot about running in the last 16 years. I've learned a lot about myself in that time. But I think this training block has taught me something new. And I think it has taught me when it's time to call it. And that's really hard for me to say because I've worked really hard towards this goal. And I think, you know, if in a different life, if I wasn't 2 months pregnant, I think I might have actually been able to do it. And I think I am, in theory, in shape to do it. But what I didn't account for when I was setting that goal was not sleeping well, not recovering well, not being able to eat normally because, you know, food aversions, nausea. I didn't account for breasts that have like doubled in size. That makes it harder to breathe when I'm running in a sports bra. There's just a lot that I wasn't planning on having to overcome in order to get that goal. And I fear that if I go into Sunday morning, rather, trying to get a PR in the 5K, that it's not going to be good. I fear that it's going to be really bad for my mental health. And I fear that the relationship that I've built with running, that is so healthy now,
will suffer if I do that. So I'm going to run the race, and I'm just going to try to have fun and celebrate the fact that like my body is doing something super amazing right now, and that I'm still moving despite all the challenges. So it's not the update that I wanted to give. And I know I'm teary-eyed as I'm talking about it, but I do feel at peace that I think that's the best decision to maintain a good relationship with running. So I will see you on Sunday morning. This is my last workout before the race, and we're just going to have fun and enjoy having the ability to move while being a mom. Well, the first thing my camera did when I came outside is the lens fogged up. So needless to say, it is quite warm. It's already, I think, mid-70s and like 92% humidity. So it is going to be every bit as much of a heatwave 5K as the title suggests. But it's about 6 a.m. I feel pretty decent this morning. Had my breakfast, gonna water the plants quick, and then we're gonna go. And today's plan is to just run and not even really look on my watch, and just have fun. The race is done. The race has been done for a while, actually. I got back from the race, changed my top because I was really gross, and then we took our dog on a walk, and now I'm in the grocery store parking lot because that's what's next. But here's my medal. It's got a little spinny piece in it. The race went well. I'll pull up my stats because they've already uploaded it to the race website. I don't know why I closed the browser. Okay, there we go. So I got, my chip time was 22:56. My place in the race was 8th overall, but I also got 2nd place female overall, and I won my age group of 25 to 29-year-olds. Although there was only 8 of us in that age group, so that's not that big of an accomplishment, but I'm gonna take it, you know? Pace was 7:23 per mile for the entire 3.1 miles, so definitely a little bit slower than the pace that I was planning on running at the start of this training block, but I'm really proud of that, considering everything that has been thrown at me the last 2 months, including growing a baby. And, you know, the whole goal of this was to try and get a new PR, beat my 21:47, but ultimately the root of that goal was trying to get as close to high school Haley shape as I could. Because I was seeing all these people on the internet running faster than they ever have, and I just felt like, why can't I do that? And so I pulled up some stats from my sophomore year of high school, which was my fastest year of cross country on record, and I have a few things to share, a few results to share. So the second meet of my sophomore year, it's our home meet. It's a pretty flat course, and I got 14th place overall with a time of 23:22. So that was actually slower than what I ran today. About halfway through the season, maybe 2/3 of the way through the season in early October, I placed 15th, I believe, and my time was 22:53. So right on par with what I ran today, actually. And then at the conference meet that year, so the second to last meet of the season, I ran 21:52, and then at the district meet, which was our final meet of the season, I ran 21:47. So I maybe wasn't as fast today as I was on my best day in my sophomore year of high school, but I definitely believe that aerobically and strength-wise, I'm in as good of shape, if not better shape, than I was my sophomore year of high school. So
you know, after 10 years and 2 months of being pregnant, I am so proud of that result, even if it wasn't quite what I set out to do at the beginning of this video. So thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for, you know, being with me through this journey. And I'm excited to see what's next. I probably won't be racing fast for a while, obviously, but I'm definitely not going to be done running. And I'm definitely not going to be done making running content. So let me know what you'd like to see from me. I would love to do some sort of pregnancy fitness related videos if you're interested in that. Maybe another research-based video. But until then, like, comment, subscribe, and I look forward to hearing from you. Bye, everyone.